What's the best gun for home defense? What is going on, Alpha Fam? So today I have a critical subject for you because it might just save your life. So nowadays, criminals are going to break into your home in pairs, either 2 or 3 guys, so even a team. So guys, are you ready for that? Is that Glock, that handgun that you have, sufficient to stop the threat? Or your shotgun or your AR-15? It all depends. So which is the best gun for home defense? Let's talk about it. Before we break down the weapons, guys, I want to talk about a little bit on your training and the type of rounds that you're using. So, it doesn't matter if you have a $5,000 AR-15 with top of the line scope, the best mags, or if you have a $500, $600 handgun like a Glock. It all really comes down to your training. So I'm going to say it off the bat. How's your training? Did you receive 500 hours of training with that Glock? And did you receive 5 hours of training with the AR-15? Are you able to clear a jam, a misfeed, a double feed? Are you able to clear that? Also, in the moment of stress, do you know how to control that gun? If you're just shooting round after round after round and you run out of rounds, are you able to tell that that Glock, that the slide is already faced backwards because you're out of ammo? Also, rounds. Do you know your rounds, guys? Full metal jacket, hollow tips, double O buckshot rounds, birdshot rounds, or that slug? Because that slug is going to go through the drywall, the concrete blocks, and it's going to hit your neighbor. And now you're facing legal liabilities. So, bro, think about your training, the type of rounds that you're using. It's very important. So, number 1, the handgun, the Glock. First gun we're talking about, guys, is the Glock. All right, so if you have a handgun, it's time for us to break down the handgun in a home defense scenario. All right, number 1, guys, I want you to think about how easily accessible this gun is because you're keeping it on your nightstand. While the AR-15 is inside a case somewhere around your house, the shotgun might be underneath your bed or inside another case underneath your bed. While this gun, guys, is easily accessible, or if you have one of those safe to have, you know, that you put your fingers on it and it unlocks, even better. But this gun is easily accessible. So if you hear that noise, somebody's tearing down your door, or it's already too late, they're in your house, this is the first gun you're going to be reaching. Okay, so do you have enough time to get to the AR-15? I don't know. Only you know that. Also, guys, don't think about yourself. How about your wife, your girlfriend? Are they able to handle the shotgun? Is the shotgun too heavy? And the AR-15, are they able to handle it? But the Glock, guys, is very simple, right? All you're really just doing is just putting a magazine inside of it, cocking the gun back on the slide, and you're ready to go. So it's very easy to teach a woman how to fire a Glock, a handgun, especially if this has no type of safety, all right? Your shotgun might have a safety, the AR-15 has a safety. I'm not sure what type of weapon you're using, but they're going to have a safety most of the time. The Glock doesn't. So once you rock it, guys, you're ready to rock. Also, it all goes down to your training. If you get a misfeed, a double feed, the gun jams, are you able to clear it? Under duress, when you're out of ammo and the slide kicks back, do you know that you're empty? So it all depends, guys. I want you to get your training up because yes, you might have a $3,000 AR-15 with the best scope and the best magazines on it. But in a moment of duress, you don't know how to use it. You can't figure it out. You forgot to take the safety off. While the handgun, guys, if you have a lot of training on it, more training than the shotgun or the AR-15, it might be the weapon of choice. Also, guys, this is the Glock 26 that has 10 rounds, and when chambered, it has 11 rounds, and it's a great concealed carry gun when you step outside as well, guys. And that's one thing why I like the Glock 26, okay? So besides a good concealed carry gun, it's also good for home defense. So guys, your handgun, your Glock, if you have a handgun like a 45, it might just be too much recoil for your girlfriend, for your wife. That's something else that you gotta think about. Either way, guys, the handgun, I think, is a very good gun for home defense. Let's go to number 2. Number 2, come with me if you wanna live. The shotgun. The shotgun. Here we have the Mossberg 500, one of the best guns out there, you know, just like the Remington and Remington 870, all right? Now, many will say that this sound alone is going to go ahead and scare the criminal away. But now, bros, think about it. If they're in a pair or in a team, I think it's going to take a lot more than that sound for that person to go away, all right? Now, to my bros out there, you're working out, you're in the gym, right? We're men, we're able to go ahead and carry this, right? We're able to carry it, walk around the house, but is it enough if you have kids behind you, are you able to guide them with just one hand on this gun? All right. So the handgun is a lot better for that purpose. So it all depends. Also, for your loved ones, you know, for a female, you know, your kids, if they have to use it, a 20 gauge will be a lot better than this 12 gauge shotgun. And that's just food for thought. That's something for you to think about, all right? Because these shotguns do get heavy. Now, there's a shorter version, you know, it has the Raptor grip on it. So think about that. You know, it all depends. How modified is that shotgun that you have? Also, last but not least, I want to talk about the type of rounds. Many will argue that bird shots are no good for intruders, all right? Because it's gonna take a couple of hours, a couple of minutes for that person to finally succumb to their wounds. Now, the 00 buckshot, many will say that that is the round to go. But with a 00 buckshot, stop and not go to your neighbor's house. Would it stop? You know, it's not going to stop on the drywall, but would it stop on the concrete blocks? Now, many say that it will, many say that it doesn't. And guys, guns, it really goes to what your opinion you have, type of research that you have, type of gun, type of barrel that is coming out of. It all depends on the round. But guys, I want you to go back to your training. Think about your loved ones, because your loved one might just want to reach for that handgun again. Number 3, the AR-15. The AR-15, the all-time favorite. You went out, you spent $1,000, $2,000 on it. It's a Colt. It has a badass scope on it. You're ready, right? Not really, bro. You have to know how to use this gun. So if you're a badass Marine, man, for all means, go ahead and use this gun, all right? Take it. But can your loved one use this weapon? If this gun jams under duress, do you know what to do? It all depends and goes back to your training and your game plan. The type of round that this gun has is either 223 or the 5.56. Now, most of these rounds, bros, will go all the way to the neighbor's house, so you're going to be facing legal liability. But now, if you really do your homework and you have a type of round that's not going to go through your cylinder blocks, then for all means, go ahead and prepare. Now, the type of sound this gun produces, I'm going to talk about it because, you know, it has way more rounds than your typical handgun or shotgun. So you might want to invest in some type of ear protection. Now guys, this gun is a great gun for military purpose when they're out there in their field and they have multiple threats. But in the house, like I said, I want you to keep in mind that these rounds will go to your neighbor's house, so do your homework. Also, can your wife or girlfriend go ahead and use this weapon and be able to handle it? Because the handgun is a lot more simple and the shotgun is a lot more simple to use. And remember where you keep this gun. Is it inside the case? Either way, guys, I am not here to knock off this gun. I just want you to go ahead and think about, is this gun the right gun for you? Don't go about it just because it's an AR-15. Alright, Alpha fam, so that's just a quick little video on the best gun for home defense. So I'm not here really to tell you, is it the Glock, the shotgun, the AR-15 or 45? I'm not here to tell you that. I'm here to make you think for yourself. How is your training? How well do you know that weapon? Can you clear it in a moment of duress? Can you handle it? Can your loved one handle it if you only have money for just one gun to buy? So guys, do your research on it and get your training up. Either way, guys, thank you guys for watching. I'm always dropping Alpha Mondays, all right? Videos that motivate and teach you, all right? Building better men. Now, guys, then we have Entertainment Fridays. And again, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about this video. You know, maybe I did a bad job, maybe I did a good job. But either way, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys learned something. And either way, always remember, stay alpha.